Yo, what's going on, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. And the new core quest is out. You could go and play that, enjoy the experience for a limited time. And all in all, I'm just gonna get right to it as far as with my thoughts when it comes to the new war quest, the storyline of it. And there are a lot of things to unwrap, unwind, talk about. And I'm just going to start off with one of the characters in which many people like. They're like, man, this dude is a badass. How he talks, how he moves, and the weapons that he wields. He has a dual Nakana. Badass. You get to use Teshin up in here. And it's like, man, yo, he gets to use Teshin and all that stuff. Slicing and dicing up sentience, going all around the place, being a beast. Now, before I even dive into him, here's one thing in the new war quest in which you get to play as. All through these years, we've been battling Grineer, battling Corpus. How funny is it we in this quest we get to use a Grineer called Kyle, and then in Corpus you get to use a guy called Vesso. I think I got his name right, Vesso. There's a number of things that you got to do within the quest with them. For the Grineer, when you play with Kyle, you gotta get him to his destination. Of course, you get to wield certain weapons. Now, this is straight up weird and confusing. I could have sworn, right? I could have sworn that the weapons we wield, prime weapons for Warframes, prime Warframes, in this quest, nope, not even the case. This dude picks up a Cornith Prime and start going beast mode for a period of time. Then, once he gets to his destination and seemed like he was about to kill himself, then all of a sudden Sentient comes by and says, "Do not be afraid." Gets cut right there. Then later on, it's like, okay, a couple cutscenes roll by. Next thing you know, we get to use a Corpus man. Here goes Vesso. Now, you get to go up against the Jackal. You got to take out his legs like you normally would. But this time, when it comes to disabling him, you got to use one of the Moas and self-destruct onto him to do massive damage. Once you get through that, move on to the next thing. Now, as I was saying, when it comes to Teshin, Teshin is such a badass with the Nakana Primes, dual Nakanas, by the way. We're using them and all that stuff. And it's like, hold on. Once you get to a certain point, your dude realized that, man, this dude has his neck snapped and Teshin's dead. Yes, Teshin is dead. I'm talking about lying down flat dead. He's done. And I'm like, oh, really? Teshin is gone. Boom, just like that. Then here comes another thing which, I mean, man, not only did they Teshin dirty, here comes another sequence here. You with your operator, of course with your Warframe. I was using my Warframe just like this in the quest. And there's an opportunity in which the Lotus is about to be sucked in. You grab her with your right hand with your Warframe just like this. And then as she's about to slip, this was just a badass scene right here. This is straight badass. Your operator, she phases out and grabs her. Grabbing her. We're about to pull Lotus in. Take a wild guess who actually stops us. Ballas. Okay, he stops us. Now, how he stopped us, however, this is gonna make your head roll. Okay. He takes out his melee weapon. I believe it's the Paresthesis. And he cuts our hand off. He made direct impact. And I'm like, hold on, damn, he cut our hand off. And it's like, damn, the Lotus is gone. Then he stabs the operator in the back. We get sucked up in the thing as well. Cutscenes roll by, all that stuff. Gets to play as a mystery character. Now, you know, Drifter, she doesn't like being called operator, but, you know, is what it is. We roll by such and such, play through the game. Here's another sequence in which they put in the new war that's like, I don't think anybody wanted to be in this scene. But when you are going through the game, going through the process, you are in a situation as to where you're in school now. You gotta actually answer questions. Now, see, for me at the time when I was streaming this, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So now, it's like, damn, I need to use the bathroom. I didn't want to listen to this. I actually just want to go through the story, progress through it. So, used the bathroom, came back. I guessed all 3 questions because I wasn't even paying attention. I guessed those freaking questions. And luckily, I got all 3 right. I couldn't care less, but hey, I got all of them right. If you want to know the answers to them, go and look at it. So, got through that, went, and then we just started to keep progressing. Now, there's a scene in which your operator, which is your operator, the you versus Drifter. And I said Drifter. You and Drifter. Now, according to Drifter, when my operator asked the question, are you from the future? He's like, yeah, nah, at the same time. So it's kind of like, you're you, and Drifter is you, me. Which is like, okay, so we're both the same, but I'm more of myself than you are of yourself, because you are me, and I'm me. If that makes any sense. So now it's like, okay, you got to have a choice. Whether you want to use Drifter or you want to use the operator. I was like, I'm just going to use my operator and we just going to go forward from there. Now, this is why I said this is such a plot twister. Because remember, like I said, when the Lotus was about to be sucked in, your hand gets cut off. Before you actually go and meet Drifter, if you notice, if you look at your hand, there's nothing wrong. Your hand is still there. So it's like, why cut my hand off? Sever my tide with the Lotus when I was holding on to her. When I look at my hand is still intact. It's like, wait, hold on. Did that even make any sense? So you end up losing. So it's like, we lose the Lotus technically on purpose just so that they could extend the story, I guess. Draw it out even more, because let's do a hypothetical then. What if I really pull in the Lotus? I actually save her from being sucked in. Then what? You know. And here's another thing. When they talk about Teshin, because Teshin died so early, it's like, well, damn, he died so early. There's a finisher that he does in the quest that is like, hold on. Did they really just do this? And it seemed like it's becoming more common, which is like when it comes to Warframe now, when I keep playing, Teshin is doing a finisher in which it was from a Metal Gear game called Metal Gear Rising, in which Raiden does that same finisher when he needs to recharge his cells. That's what Teshin does in this new war. I'm like, really? You taking Metal Gear again? This started from when they introduced the Necromech, and when you in that sequence battling, it goes like, Snurk! Like, really? Like, seriously. If you haven't seen Teshin's finisher in the new War Quest story, go and watch it. You'll be like, well, damn. He took this and go, psh. I was like, that's Raiden from Metal Gear Rising. That's Metal Gear right there. And then going through all of this, you get to the point like I just showed off when it came to you have to ascend in order to get to that spot. Since I am on the PS5 console, I'm not on PC, the quest is bugged. You cannot progress any further than that point because you have to ascend. Here's the thing, you can't even ascend. All it does is make you descend. So how am I supposed to get to that point and continue on with the quest when All it does is make me descend. Makes no sense. Makes absolutely no sense. So what else is there now? What's next when it comes to this quest? I believe at some point there may be a hot fix, there may be an update so I can actually finish the damn thing. But to be honest with you, even when I do finish it, and there may be some kind of climatic finish, whatever the case may be, that part there sucked it out. Sucked it completely out. Of course, with all the other stuff that they did in the quest and all that stuff, yeah. Even the part when you're battling 2 out of the 3. Now, I'm not even sure if you battled the last one, but when you take out the 2, while you're in that process, the stalker is actually helping you. Because again, you're not supposed to die. The game prevents you from dying anyway. He comes, he saves you, all of that stuff. And it's like, that part was awesome, but it's like, man, that part there where you can't even ascend just suck the life out of it, bro. It sucks the life out of it. And then on top of that, you're stuck in running animation. You're running on air. That's not supposed to happen. That's not supposed to happen. But it's Warframe, so it's going to happen. Why? Because it's bugged. The game's always been like this for a period of time where things that are not supposed to happen, it does happen. So for me, those are my thoughts when it comes to the new storyline thus far, because you cannot progress any further than that. There's more and more people talking about that same part where I just showed, where it's like they cannot progress any further. They boom, that's it. They can't go any further. It deadlock stops you right there. So let me know what you guys think as far as with the new War Quest. Do you like it? Do you hate it? All that stuff. Because as for me, straight up neutral. But that part sucked the life out of me. Sucked it right out. Like, there that goes. New War.